Have you had a chance to look at some of those machine quilting designs that incorporate strands of pearls? I think they just add a touch of elegance to many of the blocks, and wanted to show you first of all this one that I did using a couple of feathered wreaths with a strand of pearls in between them. But for the video today, I really want to focus on how to create your own strand of pearls. And I'm going to start by obviously opening up a new file in Art and Stitch. And for the pearl, I want to start with a circle. And so I'm going to pick the ellipse from the common shapes. And I'm going to have the control button pushed as I draw my circle. And I'm actually going to draw a lot bigger one than what I'm going to actually use in my strand of pearls, but I think it's easier to work with. So I'm going to, if I look at my properties, I'm going to actually, I'll make this 3 by 3 just so it's nice and big and easy to work with. Now, the one thing when you look at and when you create the ellipse, the start and stop point is at the top. But because I want my pearls I'm going to actually want to go around the circle 1.5 times, and I actually want my start and stop to be on the left here. So I'm going to first of all rotate my design 90 degrees. And because I need to go around 1.5 times, I'm going to actually have to create a half arc also. So I'm going to split my lines. And you can see now I've got a bottom and I have a top, and you can also see that in the sequence view. And I'm going to take the top and I'm going to actually use Control D and duplicate that. And I'm going to want to actually put it right on top of the other circle here. So actually, first of all, I'm going to connect up now the 2 half circles here so I can get back to having one circle. Okay, and so I'm connected there. And now I want to put this half circle right on top of the other one. So if I have the Control key down and select both of the artwork shapes, I'm going to use this center button, but I'm actually going to just align the top, and then I'm going to align the left, and so they are right on top of each other now. Okay, now I want to actually edit the circle. I'm going to move the beginning point in, so I'm going to hit the reshape. I'm going to actually split that line, and I actually want to move this one and tie it to the half circle. So now I'm actually going around 1.5 times. I'm going to make sure my snap to grid is clicked on. If not, hit the S key on your computer and snap that in place. So now if I look at my shape, and I'm going to apply stitches here, hopefully I'm going to go around 1.5 times. Yes, okay. So once I've got that done, I'm going to take my shape, bring it back to artwork, and I'm going to hit the Control D key, which duplicates that. And for the second one, I actually want the circle to go down rather than up, so I'm going to do flip that vertically. And then I want to align these so that the tops actually line up together. So I'm going to select both shapes, and I'm going to align on the top. And now I want to actually connect the shapes together. So again, using the T key, I can do that. And I'm going to zoom in, and if they're not all snapped on top of each other, I'm going to snap them, which I just did. Okay, and now I'm going to apply stitches again, and I'm going to do a stitch out here. Great, they're doing exactly what I want them to do. Okay, now that we've got our pearls designed, let me show you how to use them in an actual quilting design. So I'm going to first of all bring this back to artwork, And these are really large, so I'm going to bring these down to maybe a 1 inch, and that's still probably larger than I actually want, but um, I'll redesign my final design later. Okay, so once I've got the design, I'm going to actually right click and select Design on Path. And I'm going to select a circle, and you can see now that it fills very nicely in around the circle, except there's this gap at the top. To get rid of that gap, start clicking on the length, and you're going to want to click fairly, because if you click too many times you actually end up losing the shape, but I think that's about as close as I can get it. So I'm going to click OK, and now I have a string of pearls around a circle, and it will stitch out beautifully. So if I click on the running stitch, and I can now do the stitch out. I also want to show you another design using the pearls, and so if I go back to my pearls here and select it and right click and do Design on Path, and this time select the heart design, uh, and I think that gives you another very fun pattern to use. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm just going to show you a final stitch out here, attach stitches, um, and I'm hoping you can see the possibilities for using just a very simple couple of pearls and how you can create your own quilting designs in Art and Stitch from that. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.